guys, I am Dima Aneke. So welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys perfect way on how to achieve your sleeve. No matter the type of sleeve, I'm going to show you guys how to achieve it. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Do so, subscribe to my channel, drop your comment down below, like this video, share with your friends and family. So without wasting much time, when using freehand to cut or to make a sleeve, always fold it into four. Like my fabric is folded into four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always make sure, secondly, that they are all equal to avoid stories. Thirdly, always make sure that the length you are going to cut is the exact length that you want. So I'm going to make sure that I minus my ½ inch. You guys know I always minus or use ½ inch as my starting point. So that's my own method of cutting whatever I want to cut. I always mark out my starting point or make it to be my ½ inch for seam allowance. So from here, what I want to use for this is 20. Remember that you are starting at that starting point. At that starting point, that is where you are going to start. Oh, since I have marked my 20 inches, so I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to remove 5 inches. Or let me just say 4.5. Let's remove 4.5 from this, and then connect our lines, our dots like so. So this part is no longer necessary. Remember that we are going to join our fabric with the other part of the sleeve, and the standard measurement for joining a straight line is ½ inch. You can use 0.25, but I always advise my students to use ½ inch, then use 0.25 to weave out to achieve a neat finishing. So from here is where we are going to be working on, from here down here. So for an adult, the cap line is 4. You can use 4, you can use 3.5, but I normally use 4 inches. Make sure that your length of your armhole is exactly what you measured on your fabric. Like the one I measured is 9 inches, remember, and I added 2 inches. Okay, this one is not up. This one is 1.75. It's still okay. I'm going to connect my lines like so. Our cap line is here, so I'm going to detail everything to you guys. So from here, depending if your clients have big arm or big armhole or big arm, you can use 3.5, 4. So I normally use 4 here. Then at this down part, I use 6. Or since my armhole have 9 inches armhole. So the half is 4.5, right? Then from that 4.5, I go down by 3 inches, making my sleeve to be 7.75. So here and here, remember that when curving, you can cross check if your sleeve is up to 9 inches or more than. You can use your bending tape, but to bring it up now is a no. So I'm going to use my ruler. You can use your armhole rule to achieve this. So normally you have to bend your ruler like this. Remember that here is our here will now become our seam allowance. Here will now become our seam allowance because we didn't add seam allowance at this part. So you can bend your ruler anyhow you want it to be, but I normally make sure that this angle touches here for my own seam, for my own sleeve. So to achieve that angle 90, so from here I'm going to mark out 6 inches or 6, and let's mark out 6.5 to be on the safer side, or let's mark here 3, then 6. 3 and 6, let's reduce it to 3 and 6. So here becomes 3 and here becomes our 6. So here becomes 3, here becomes 6. Why I did so is because of the shaping of the sleeve. So I will now shape my sleeve curve like this and face my ruler at the outer side, so I can be able to curve my sleeve. So from here to here, from here to here, that is how you do it. So from here to this point, like I said before, it all depends on how you want your sleeve to be or to look like. So that is the shape of my sleeve. For instance now, if you want to make a puff sleeve, you have to add 2 inches extra down here. Make sure that your sleeve width is like you have like 3 inches extra at the down part. Then here now, this down part will now become your starting point from this side. So after folding, you can have your puff side, or you can use from 3 inches 5, depending on how big you want your puff to look like. So since we have achieved our curve, let me explain this again. From here, minus ½ inch from here for you not to make mistake. ½ inch here. From that ½ inch, which is here, you mark out the full length of the sleeve. 15. Add your seam allowance down here. But if you're not going to attach any other part of the sleeve, use 1.5 inches at this down part for folding. Then when you have done so, From that half inch as your starting point, mark 3 inches down, mark 6 inches all through down, all the way down again. Then from that 3 inches, from these 3 inches, from this part, you mark out 4 inches. Either you mark out 4, or you mark out 4.5, or you mark out 4.75. But here I used 4.75 because of my clients have big arm. So from this side that you marked your 6, you also mark, for me I use the 8 inches, which is here. So when you have done so, your armhole or this type of ruler, multi-purpose ruler, you can use it for your stretch rule, your curve rule, or anything. Please make sure that your ruler is facing the inner side of the fabric and not the outer side, the inner side, if you want to achieve your cap shape. Then you place it like this, depending on how curvy you want yours to be. Make sure that the 2 points are joining together. Then you mark out. It's as simple as ever. You mark out, your cap shape is done. Then you place your rule. Make sure that your tape rule now is facing the outer side of the fabric, this side. Depending also on how you want it to curve. So for me, I use the most curviest part of this rule. Place it like so, and use my chalk. Remember that here is the intercept of your cap. Here is where it's intercepted. From this intercept point, you mark down. So I used the most curviest part to mark out my armhole. So if you like, you can use here, you can use here, you can use here. Some people use something like this to mark out their armhole. It's still okay. It's still so much okay to use this and mark out. So since the sleeve shape, I'm through with the sleeve shape, so I'm going to measure the width of the elbow. So the width of the elbow, what I have here is 15. So what I have here is 15. But firstly, the length of the cap supposed to be 7.5 inches. Okay, somewhere here. And my 2 inches that I added at the initial part, which is here, this is where it's supposed to end. So the cap is here is 12. So 12 divided by 2 will give us the 7.5. Here is 12. Here is 15 divided by 2 will give you 7.5. 7.5. Here I added my 2 inches down. So here is 12 divided by 2 will give us 6. So this is the exact measurement. Remember our 2 inches. So from these 2 inches, I'm going to bend my ruler, my rule cup like this, starting from where I marked my 2 inches allowance. Okay, this is the main line. I know what I'm doing. This is our main line, so I have to curve it like so. So I have to curve it to meet this point. So, and here is the seam allowance, so I also have to curve it to meet this point. Remember that we have not added our ½ inch allowance to this side, so I'm going to be adding ½ inch all the way down to this length. So from here I'm marking my ½ inch, then from down here I'm using my rule to mark out ½ inch shape also. So guys, that's how to achieve your basic sleeve. So let me cut it out and show you guys how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. So that's how you have to fold your fabric like this when cutting, so that when folding, I made a mistake here, so when folding this will not be shortened at the inside of your sleeve, under your sleeve when making your. So this is how the sleeve looks like. This is so perfect. This is so perfect for your sleeve. So guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys. Remember to notch.